Hello and welcome to Stage 1 of Hybrid Horsepower, where we are racing for the Ferrari SF90. I am super excited about this event because it's recommended PR. What does that mean? That means you only have to buy upgrades if you want to or you need to. You're not forced to. Now, this is my first time driving this thing. I did no tests. This is it. Hit the wall. Okay. Well, braking points aren't quite what I would thought they would be. This is a stock car, meaning no upgrades, of course. And I'm just going to get a feel for it a bit here, which is, oh my gosh, guys. That's embarrassing. I'm driving very bad. Okay, so we're going to do a really early braking point. And let's just see, can I get back to the throttle at a decent... Not really. Okay, race one. Oh gosh, I can't even drift this thing. I'm going to pull over here and let everyone pass me. Oh, okay, that looks really bad. No, I'm not that bad of a driver. There's some strategy here, which you may not actually think I'm doing, but there's strategy. Recommended PR events, you don't want to finish any higher than you have to in any race, or else what happens is it's going to get a lot harder at the later stages. So this race didn't say I had to finish in any certain position, so I'm going to finish dead last. And I'm going to rough people up on the way. I'm just going to smash out some windshields. There was an event here. I'm trying to remember which car it was in. Oh gosh, it's going back a long way. I think it's a Lamborghini Countach. I think it is. Where you had to break everybody's rear window. Or at least 20 out of 21 cars. I remember I think I did 21 just to finish everyone off there. So I always think of that when I'm here. And I also think of that when people say, oh, what you're doing is unrealistic, or this or that. Well, they once told us to smash, there we go, I smashed his window, beautiful. They once told us to smash everyone's window. So sometimes they ask us to do weird stuff. So, I'm gonna smash people around here and finish last. You don't necessarily have to finish last. Probably finishing in 9th place would be about as effective. But sometimes I do drag races out because you never know what you're going to face. Like the Fire Monkeys, that's the team that works on this game, Fire Monkey Studio, part of Electronic Arts. They've gotten smart to us manipulating this. So sometimes they're going to come up with a stage where they force you to finish quite high up, and that's going to make things harder going forward here. So whenever you can, finish as far back as you can, or if it tells you to like hit top speed of 200, well, try not to hit much higher than 200 because it's just going to get harder and harder and harder. Okay, so we're going to see, that's a smashed up Ferrari. Whoa, gosh, that's horrible, isn't it? And there's my earnings for this race, which would be horrible. And let's get to the next one. Oh, interesting, tailgate for 1 minute. So the question I have, which I didn't really bother doing a lot of investigation in, is, does the race end as soon as you're done tailgating Zoe? It might. If it does, then there's nothing I can do about finishing in second place. I don't want to finish in second place, because the way this game is programmed, the higher you finish, and when you finish there quite a lot, it's going to give you harder and harder opponents. So they do that so you don't get bored, but inversely, if you do really bad, you'll get easier and easier opponents so that you don't get too frustrated. So I'm driving in pilot view. I pretty well never do this, but I started working on it more and more. It's really good if you want to tailgate nicely. Obviously, I'm not trying to tailgate very nicely. I've already totally smashed my windshield. And I'm gonna, whoa, throw Zoe sideways. Sorry, Zoe. I gotta be tailgating her, so I don't want to do the pit maneuver on her. That's pretty brutal. I mean, how many thousands of dollars should I do just that one moment? Oh boy, sorry Zoe. I'm having some fun. Day one is so easy. Pilot view's pretty cool in this Ferrari. That's a pretty sweet looking interior. So, oh, there we go. It ends. Now, I really should have stretched that out till closer to the end of the second lap. Finishing a race that early, that could make things more difficult. And what do we have here? You'll notice here, I'm skipping a lot of the storyline. You can find out the storyline yourself. I could leave that for something interesting for you to find out, or other people are showing it. I like to just get right into the action here. And I'm not doing any upgrades on day one. There's no reason to do that. I'm just going to save my currency. So lap 6 people. So what I'm curious is, can I lap 5 and then let the field catch up to me? Or is the field really, like, what's this guy doing? That's a monster car. He's driving it like it's a Ford Focus. And they're driving very strange. This is an outlap, meaning we didn't start at the start-finish line. Whenever you do this, they drive in formation. So he's to the far left. That means the next car will be to the far right. Let's see if I'm accurate here. So yeah, he's hugging the right. That's a McLaren Senna. He's driving like a Ford Focus. I mean, come on, man. Give me something here. He's driving strange. Okay, so one more car to pass, but there's 2 more laps. So, I don't know. I guess I'll catch up to him and maybe I'll just take it at a snail's pace here. I don't really want him to overtake me again. I was kind of hoping the field would catch up so that I could be like in 2nd or 3rd place, but that's just not going to happen, I don't think. Okay, there's my last car. Man, this thing is slippery. I was expecting a lot better traction from an all-wheel drive car, but I didn't look at the upgrade tree at all. So maybe I'll take a look at that. I might do an experiment here. It's possible that this car really has, as you buy upgrades, it might drastically improve the grip of this car. I really hope so, because so far this car is horrible for grip. I'm really not impressed. And that's just, when you have an all-wheel drive car, that's kind of what you're expecting, right? I mean, I am. Oh gosh, I'm being brutal. Well, we'll stay in pilot view. So yeah, I'm hoping that the upgrades are going to improve on the grip. Hard to say, like usually when I'm upgrading a car in an event like this, I focus on speed upgrades. It's all going to depend on what we face. Oh, it took out the windshield, McLaren P1, sorry, the rear window. With a car like this, I might end up spending some of the upgrades on grip, because grip is what lets you power out of the corners. So it doesn't really matter if your car has a huge amount of top speed, but it's got no grip in the corners. You're losing piles of speed in those corners. Same with brakes. Like that's what hampers some of the Bugattis, is their brakes are just like, oh my. So yeah, we'll see. I might still default to speed. Oftentimes, oops, I'm gonna have to do some catch up here. Sometimes we run into trouble if there's stages at Le Mans or Spa or Panorama where you can have a lot of speed issues. I decided not to wait till the start-finish line. So, really easy day. I'll show you the rewards, and please please subscribe. I'll do a whole series here. I'm really excited for this update. Update 10.7, we get into F1 content and everything else. So, join me tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.